How's it going, folks? This is Evio Leos from the Children's Court coming to you live from Mission Control Studios, and today we're going to be talking about a 27-year-old man named Rsyshard Brooks who was killed as a result of a confrontation with the police inside Atlanta, Georgia. The reports go that a Wendy's worker called the police because there was a man sleeping in his car outside the Wendy's in the parking lot. The police come, they knock on his window, they have him take a sobriety test and maybe some other drug test that I don't know about, because it's been like 15 years since I've been pulled over by the police. He then fails those tests and the police try and take him into custody. He then proceeds to try and fight the police. This is like a new trend in 2020. Police try to arrest you, you start swinging punches at them and trying to get away. But either way, he's swinging, slamming police all over the place. If you want to be honest, he really kicked their asses. He takes one of the tasers, he takes off running. I think he could have got away scot-free if he just would have ran, because he seemed to be a lot more fit than these guys. But he turns around and tries to shoot one of the police officers with the taser gun. And that is when one of the police officers return fire and kill him. Now, I, as a black person, can understand the sentiment and the anger around the George Floyd case, even though he wasn't as great of a person as I initially thought he was. But I didn't make a new video on that because I don't think that he should be dead today just because he wasn't a great person. His death was still wrong, and I've done videos on that. Just like with George Floyd, if there's new stuff that comes up in this case, then I'll make videos reporting on that. But I'm getting on this hot and fresh, and just from what I see inside the video, you're not going to get any sympathy from the public with this one. This guy was clearly in the wrong. He was fighting the police, resisting. He actually took one of their weapons. And Fox News, of all channels, is questioning whether or not the police had the right to use deadly force in a situation like that. Now, Fox News is trash now. I mean, I think even going down to Judge Janine, we're starting to see that they're becoming a part of the swamp that they were trying to help get rid of. So they're actually giving validity to the question of whether these police officers should have used deadly force or not. And I just want to say off the top that a taser is not as deadly as a gun, but if a criminal shoots you with a taser and incapacitates you, they can take your gun and just shoot you in the head and kill you. So it's the use of deadly force is justified because the result of not using it could be your death if you're a police officer. The fact that he resisted arrest and they didn't try to shoot him then kind of makes me side with the police a little bit more, because he was obviously resisting arrest. I think anybody who watches the video can see that. Lawyers of Rsyshard's family are saying the police, he was trying to get away. The police should have let him go. A taser is not as deadly as a gun. He shouldn't have used a gun for a taser. Obviously, the lawyer is terrible at his job, but he's going to try and push for some sympathy anyways to try and get, national news. The public's not going to go for this. You're not. The whole movement for Black Lives Matter is already tainted by Antifa using you as cover for their shadow army. But this, just making a stink of this, somebody who was clearly a criminal, even if they weren't a criminal while they were sitting in their car sleeping, you became a criminal when you resisted arrest and took a police officer's weapon and ran and tried to shoot it at him. You were absolutely asking for what you got. Now, should he be dead? No, but that's his fault. In this case, it was his fault. Americans in general have to get off of this hate the police thing. While we do need some reform inside police departments on how they deal with people that they have to get into physical confrontations with, we can't just start screaming and yelling every time a police officer gets into a confrontation with a suspect, because it makes it hard for them to do their job. And then if they can't do their job, then they can't protect you inside your own community eventually, you know. So with all this defund the police stuff going on inside the more liberal progressive cities, I'm sure the people in those cities are terrified that these nut jobs inside the government are trying to take away the police force that has made their community as safe as it is. I can attest for a larger police force inside my neighborhood that used to be gang infested and crime infested in general, and now people can walk around in flip-flops flip-flops and with frappuccinos. We don't want to get away from law and order because we want a little bit more reform in regards to police that overreach with their power. This guy got what he asked for. This guy was a criminal, and I'm not going to say he deserved to die, but he died as a result of his actions. And hopefully we don't let the Democrats use this as fire, put smoke in front of the fact that they're all on trial inside the Senate right now. So I'm going to leave it right there. Like I said, if some new information comes about, I will speak on it, but the video speaks for itself. They were trying to put him in custody. He resisted, tried to shoot a police officer with a taser, and got killed. Alright folks, get in the comments, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.
Black country, young rebels, revolutionaries fighting for what's right. Your thrones are too high, you need to come back down to earth. We're real people, you fall, we still see you. You're lost, we won't leave you, I promise that. What the hell does it mean to act your own age? I said forget what's sin, I make my own wave. Prodigy went to his grave, trying to save you niggas from yourself. Black contra men are brave.